coffee, Mom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Don't know what's the day's date. Can't read it. 19. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the 19th.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. August 19, 2025. Talking to my audience yesterday.
Hey?
Talking to my audience yesterday before washing my hair. I put some extra virgin olive oil on my hairs. Was it yesterday or the day before? Day before. Day before yesterday. And I shampooed, water obviously, soon later, within about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I dried, towel dried, and brushed, let air dry. And then yesterday I had some, like, the last of my coconut scrum conditioner stuff. I put that on my hair, brushed my hair some more. And a bit of heat and everything turned out really good. My audience was often commenting that I should do more to my hairs, condition them more, and as I did, and it turned out pretty good. And that haircut I had earlier, that alleged trim and bangs, my fringe, turned out good. All the natural oils and everything, biotin, etc. Turned out pretty good. Here's
What's all this?
same as you knew about before. It's not any different.
Was it there before?
Yeah, it was.
Not lost.
No, it doesn't get picked up by your words.
Okay.
Oh, I tell you, my mom. I want to have my coffee. I'm not going to get up and do that. She can't trip over it. She can't fall over it. She knows it's there. I'm not putting on laundry until later today. And then when I finish doing mine, I'm doing my mom laundry. A load of. I'm not doing everything her way. Her way is unsuccessful. It's not achieving anything. It's just a bunch of haters come and slam on us. That's what happened before. I met my mom and they hated on us. It's true, other people met my mom did not like us for anything. They thought it was an alibi that they should, can, could, make, must, and need, did. And children told anything, shouldn't tell anything, anyone, instead of the truth. That they were guilty instead of me and pets, instead of my family and I. I'm not talking about extended relatives, alleged extended relatives, factual. I'm talking about my mom and I, and all pets, all fur babies, all animals, and all botany. All animals and all botany and all pets, all fur babies, my mom and I. We didn't deserve it. From haters. Anyone. All. We didn't deserve it. Just because my mom is the way she is, she did it before. She doesn't get liked. She doesn't get accepted. And they can't show up and show and tell. And children told I and to and instead and all animals, no botany, no pets. They don't like her. That's where is it should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, any further than that and then. And I went to the police and security guards. I reported. I showed and told to others, you know, anything and everything that those other people haters would, or they hated and or not. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, did. They didn't have permission. They didn't have consents. They were just all not lawful, not legal, not sane, not competent, not employable, all bad, all purposeful, all wrong. All then, there, where, when, and all other times. Today too, are they? Sections 2A and 2B, privacy and safety. Other people should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not. Disturbances and annoyances, myself and when and more others. PSCC 850, all in that building and all elsewhere, and PSCC 807. Yeah, they did. And I phoned the police once more and reported all again and again. All before, all during, all later, and all since July 2025, and all securities cameras, all on surveillance and recordings, all those recordings, all those tapes, and all other evidence. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I don't care who they were. I don't care who they were or who they are. All before, all during, all later, since 1985. Yeah, my hairs are a lot softer looking since I did that treatment. I like that shampoo.
It tastes funny. Did you put soap in my cup?
No.
That tastes funny.
Well, maybe you have to clean your mug.
That doesn't taste as soap.
I didn't put any soap in there. You're dreaming.
Well, it tastes funny, but there's a taste to it. I don't know what it is.
It's not soap, lady. I put soap in my mug. I never put soap in your mug.
Can I get my pills?
Can you wait?
Okay.
Can you stop asking me the same thing? That's three times you've asked me to do stuff you know I'm not going to do. I've never done it at this time at all. I want to have my coffee. There's nothing wrong with your tea.
I don't like it.
I know you say that, but it's nothing wrong with your tea. It's just tea made the same way. Cold water boiled hot, water, tea bag, and milk. And then just eventually the tea bag is removed.
The milk wasn't sour, was it?
No, it didn't curdle. Actually, that's something I have to put in mind. I never did. I never put my dairy-free condiment in there.
That's what it tastes like.
I have another milk in the refrigerator. water, cold boiled, water boiled hot, stove top, 1 spoonful of instant coffee, 1 heaping teaspoonful of honey, as you just witnessed, saw, heard. Add some dairy-free almond milk. I'll make you another cup of a mug of tea soon, okay? I'll use the other milk, see if you can taste the difference, because there's nothing in there other than that said. Unbelievable. Yeah, real. My mother mentally ill, paranoid, and her attention seeking. One end or the other, and or both. I never did anything. Just normal tea. My own symptoms, behaviors, false allegations, false accusations. My mom knew I like to come here, have my coffee, at least something first before doing all that. And then she feels better and I feel better. See if I can find her another mug. The mug has been well used. First sip. My coffee today. First coffee. Cheers. It's good. Mine doesn't taste any. There's my tea and my coffee. A little bit of kitchen witchery, I suppose. Science, religion, and entertainment. Some coffee magic. Myself and pets. For a baby smells fairies gardens. I was reminiscing this morning. Did you go on my community post page as I posted as? And I just thought, let's have a coffee. Just because my cat's dead, I should not, cannot, could not, make, must not, need, must stop doing my careers and hobbies. And just because my cat wouldn't want me to do that. Other people want me to do that. They wanted us to stop living normally. Same and or worse than themselves. Didn't change me. I'm just sad. Although it didn't change me, I'm trying to enjoy my summer. My first summer without my Rudy Noel alive. It's not my fault that other people, themselves retarded and or neurologically impaired and or mentally ill, didn't and don't remember and or knew and or know media and virtuals, social media, real, it all published, real, and that when and where they saw and heard us, real, instead of all their versions of it as haters, etc., all their violence or violent scare tactics. They wanted us to go. Instead, they should, can, could, make must indeed go and never return. Never return. I never want to ever again. My mom has had some gambling issues. Go to and etc. appointments. Go to an elevator and look around and see a man at my front door. And I often shout at him, "Hey, get away from there! Leave us alone." Man, woman, children. They were disgustingly obsessed with us, often on and off the internet. Sure, it's the same ones. I tried to tell police. Condominium Corporation for months on end protected all those other people. They went, showed, and told and used evidence, securities, cameras on surveillance, and all taped, all recorded, all that recordings, and show and tell to police themselves. Tried to convince security guards to lie on their behalf because of races, creeds, religions. Ooh, because of all that. Yet they did it all. We did not. They did it all. And all I wanted was a quiet, cozy, privacy, and safety nook to raise my cat, to do some botany, and some quality time with my family, continue with my careers and hobbies. Do sections 2A and B, PSCC 815, all elsewhere, myself and all others. Privacy and safety did not disturb and annoyed one and more others. I'm trying to stay sober, although I am really craving a glass of wine, at least one, and or an Irish coffee. I'd like to maybe try ginger ale and vodka. I've had some before, but not at home. In a very long time. I stopped drinking before my cat died. It all happened when I was sober. At any blood test, anyone shows and tells the truth can see I never drank any alcohol. And I have to take pain relievers, and I just feel, my headache has subsided. My migraine is finally fading. And I should be able to take a pain reliever today, this evening at least, one or two. I really hope I can. I don't like being not busy. Every time I want to be busy, I get not feeling right, All like grieving memories, flashbacks I know are not lies. My mom witnessed too, and they just want us to forget, names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. They wanted us to forget. And they wanted to take, they just wanted to take one and more others and contents and stuff they don't deserve, that they should not, cannot, could not, must not, need not take, took, got, get, had, has, have. It's not theirs. Should give it all back with interest, And every time I'm on the alleged side of my family, alleged Thompson, alleged Maud, alleged Richie, alleged Carter, alleged Mitchell, used my father and all animals and all pets, for baby's last name, surname, Bellis, To add on and out from Canada. To add on and out from and by Canada. Customs, etc. Especially all since, all before, all during, all later, all since May 24, 2024. Those Thompsons should not, cannot, could, may, must not, need not, dead, and should, can, could, may, must, need, arrested, jailed, with and or without paroles under probations, new, without and or with sued, and deported back to the UK where they're from. Some other people, freedom of speech, they showed and told photos of, etc., delusioned themselves, with and or without obsessive compulsive, that they should, can, could, may, must, need, showed and told, and show and tell us. Virtually, podcasts, social media, internet, Wi-Fi's, public places, published, and instead they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not. And I've tried to correct it some more. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If she keeps lying, and if they all keep lying more, that's who they are. Do I find out about it and I get access to it, I'll report it, and they'll try or reset my privacy settings. I'm not internet trolling. I'm not cyber stalking. I'm not harassing, bullying. I'm not anything to fear. We are not. They're paranoid. They're persecutory, delusional sins. And that's just the way it is. I know who they are. Thompson, Maud, Mitchell, Carter, Ritchie, Williams, Rennis, Hardy, and McDonald, Sabo, Madden, Taylor, last name Allen, Halliday, Peyton, Hamilton, Butchko, Reed, and Nixdorf. Gupta, 1909, and Beckett. There's all evidence out there about, like, I've shown and told enough times. Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube, and Snapped, etc. And all the other ones too. And some other people were like, oh, being a celebrity, that's part of it. You know, you almost have their haters and stuff. But it doesn't mean they show and tell and showed and told to, at, on, in, out, from, and by MySpaces and contents and, you know, places that were supposed to be privacy and safety. They just don't yell and scream and all that. They just, you know, should, can, could, may, must, need, gave and give us complete and utter and all privacy and safety. Stop disturbing us and annoying us and not giving us privacy and safety. I don't do as much social media as I did before. I was a proud pet parent. I believed that everybody should can make mist. I need safety, privacy. I thought everything was safe. I didn't know till one day, seriously, an elevator more than once. I turned around and there was that man, 1909. And then he was following us around when the paramedics were here, following us around, wanting to know what was going on as if it was any of his business. They're not reporters. They're nothing. They're just stalkers. And they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not need, know, and knew anything and anybody, all to, add on, in, out, from, and by myself and others' names, all unnamed, historical, financial, geographic, and new Bellis. And show and tell and showed and told. Yeah. And elsewhere where I live too, other people harassed us, phone calls, etc., and by mail. And my mom, naive herself, believed some of it and panicked, didn't remember, and got confused. And tried blamed me for many a times. And then when she calmed down and investigated, apologized because she was in the wrong, and she realized, those other people. Instead, I mean, she goes to places where she knew she was getting published, and she wanted it. My mom wanted it more than me. My mom wanted it, and it wasn't good publicity. It wasn't good publicity. It's negative publicity. And my mom just fell for it, and you know, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and like those three centers that I mentioned, memberships, um, and when I worked there, all those rules, regulations, laws, human rights that should, can, could, may, must, and need given to me. And that sections 2A and B, too, given to me, my family, all others. Because there's evidence. That's one thing I like about modern society. There's technology that shows and tells. Shows. And when people are honest, they tell the truth. And they can't lie. They cannot, because there's security cameras on, surveillance, all during, all recording, and all those recordings, all those tapes should, can, could, may, must, and need used as evidence everywhere, especially in apartments and malls and centers. Honestly. Including all when and where, and showing and telling, and showing and told all why. Especially during publishing, such as on social media and virtuals and podcasts and websites, etc. Being that alleged attorney, let's see that cold. I fired him because he wouldn't do what he was showed and told, and everything that shows up the opposite of what I just said from any alleged attorney, alleged lawyer, is not factual information. Most anybody knows when I go where I'm not wanting to be published as, I would never have went there more. And I did went there more. And I did stuff there, such as variety shows during my rehabilitations, rehab, physiotherapy exercises. I did there, I do at home, I do elsewhere now. I'm trying to get back into walking more, walk fit. Lots of family support. And the world is a different place now. People on their cell phones, anybody everywhere can be doing real time live streaming and recording, videotaping, filming, whether they use it as a text messages or social media and or virtual and or podcasts and or anywhere, when, anytime, it can get published. And I'm not spending hours on end of my main life looking for it all. I mean, when I go out in public places, I know it can happen. And some other people should be suspended and expelled from those centers. Did, do. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I've shown and told I'm a good person and that I come from a good family and that our animals and botany and pets for babies good. And other people were bad. Now after today, since today I want to do more entertainment videos, vlogging. I don't want to do all more serious stuff because it just feeds those haters, those stalkers, you know? Especially that one Andrew Taylor and Norman Thompson and Janice Payton and all the other stalkers and Amberlynn Reed and all the other ones just fed upon it all and did it all the more, lying, all historical, geographical, always seeking something, be it a gift that they alleged gifted, financial, etc. Alleged lawsuits and everything, all those documents. I returned to sender when I got any. I wrote on it that they were obviously mentally ill because they keep coming and coming and coming. Normally, when a person is shown and told to F off, they usually just leave alone whoever doesn't want to know them. I can understand careers and hobbies, and sometimes employers and co-workers have no choice, although, and memberships, etc., they have no choice because they have to do their jobs, duties, jobs details, jobs descriptions, jobs titles. Although outside of it all, my personal life, I should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, know, and meet more, especially residential. In those public places I mentioned earlier. In healthcares. I mean, if somebody online doesn't want to know me, such as YouTube and or TikTok, etc., they should, can, could, may, must, and need reset their privacy settings. I don't mind. Just reset their privacy settings and leave me alone. show and tell all those other people. They didn't understood. They didn't know. They didn't knew privacy settings. And stop reaching out to us because we don't need to know you. We don't need to meet you. And just because some people had jobs as doesn't mean they get to keep their jobs. In reality, some other people really did. They tried, showed and told, and used our names in order to stay there as members, stay there as employed. And instead, our names are the opposite of they should, can, could, may, must, be suspended, expelled, and unemployed there. Not employed there anymore. All before, all during, all later, now since July 2, 2020. That was one of my favorite days when the police came and went next door. I don't know that they arrested them, but it was sit and listen to them getting yelled at by the police. Oh, it made me feel that much better. And like I said, I was live streaming because you know me, what happened to me November 12th. I was live streaming, and I actually believe once more I turned it off. I like November 12th when I wasn't allowed to turn it off. July 2. You could go watch the replay of it all, hear it all yourselves. And you can see all the noises, disturbances we witnessed since I've video made, vlogged, just in case the police need to come back, for us, went to police, go to police, or and security guards and all that, because it was noisy. And it was only noises. They were cluttering the hallway with stuff that was a danger to one and more others, such as my mom and my mom walker. Today I'm wearing some red, as obviously wearing yellow. Someone else and or me published yellow, stalkers, fuck off, piss off, go away, haters. And I'm not necessarily talking about all reaction channels too. I'm just talking in general, doors and windows stalkers that have had the stupendous stupidity and delusions that they should, can, could, may, must, and need were to, at, on, and from, and by my doors and windows. Without my permissions and without my consents, without my permission, without my consent. Without consents. Yeah. Others coming. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Oh, hello, Joby. Nor are those stalkers, outside of what I just said, any of them on my internet now, social media, those names I mentioned before I said Joby. Why? Within or without somebody helping you, uh, attempted dismantling the Bellis, all names, all named, all historical, all financial, all geographical, and all new, such as social media and virtuals and websites, published in media. Oh. Did you make your stuffed peppers? No, not yet. It's too early. I'm actually I'm planning on doing some fettuccine Alfredo for myself with cauliflower and a stuffed pepper with those fillings I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to have half a baked potato. Sounds like lots, I suppose, although it's not. And I might have a slice of bread. My lunch today might have, I don't know if it'll be a cheese toasty or just buttered. I'm craving that. And maybe some egg bread. It's going to be a bread piece of some kind or other. I'll make some for my mom. And then when I'm finished, I guess once I finish cooking all day, I'm going to take one or two prescription prescription pain relievers and just my hands, my wrists. Actually, once I get the pepper in my oven stuffed cooking, I'm going to take my pain relievers before I eat my dinner. I'm really craving some pasta for lunch. It's my pasta and pizza day. And I'm just going to have a light lunch. Just some, just less than a cup of cauliflower. I might do the cauliflower on the side or mix it in. Just have that. Or I might have my stuffed pepper at lunchtime. Got some chicken pie left overs. And tonight I have that piece of chicken pie, some baked potato. Yeah, that'd be good. I think I'll do it that way. With maybe a little bit of fettuccine Alfredo on the side. Because I have been walking lots. And I know I'm on a weight loss kind of adventure. I'd say journey, but that word has been used lots already. And I did my morning walk fit indoors. More than 7 minutes, more than 400 steps. I'm sure, because I could do more than 60 steps in a minute, and 60 times 7 is like 420 steps. So that's pretty good compared to the math I used earlier. And then I do more physiotherapy exercises, and then I get my next hot beverage. And then I try and eat something. I like this because it's got nuts and or one nut, almond. It's almond milk. It's got nuts. almond-based water, almonds, cane sugar, vegetable oil, plant, uh, pea protein, potassium, cytosodium, carbonate, sunflower, natural flavor, sea salt, uh, etc. Contains almond. And it's allegedly gluten free. Any plans for today? Just a rest day and amongst doing some walk fit. Just resting and cooking. I may go out on my balcony and have a few minutes or so. My pet's fur baby's fairy's garden. I might have a shower later. Uh, Maybe catch up on some reading. Same books I read before, have a quick browse through them. At least get to the last chapter more quickly than I would. Did I not read the books already? Although I've read the books and her novels. Yesterday I walked more than 5,200 steps. I'm very chuffed with myself, did, including indoor walking. Now, last night, I don't call it binge eating because it was tortilla corn chips. I had craving for salsa and I didn't have any salsa, so I had a Roma tomato cut into bite-sized pieces. I put on some medicinal Himalayan salt. Then I added some ground black pepper, and then I added some chili powder. And I ate with what might have been another 15 tortilla chips. They were broken into little pieces, and I was like, just might as well finish. Today, am I hungry? I might eat a rice cracker in the afternoon with hot tea or something. Since I ate my stuffed pepper, which I will show you like I promised. I hope it turns out it would be so good to have one. My mom used to talk a lot about them, lots. Family thinks she used to prepare, cook, serve. I don't know that she ever did. I don't remember in family meals. Foods, condiments, beverages vary. I don't know. I sort of wonder though, did I like Brussels sprouts, corn on the cob, roast beef, potatoes, cabbage, corn, I said corn, carrots, peas, all that stuff, chicken, potatoes, and mac and cheese, other pastas and sauce, tomato sauces. Chops, bacon, and an egg. Mushrooms and sweets. I don't remember very. Once I became 15 and a half, before my 16th birthday, the older I get, the less I remember. Remember teas and coffees too. I know when I came away from some things. I used to eat some sandwiches, cheese, ham, egg, stuff. Although, that's what a lot of people I find since the early 1990s, they just forced us to forced us to forget. And instead, they are all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how. Should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, did, as. And all those memories, and all those photos, all those videos, all that stuff should, can, could, may, must, and need come back. Memories. Very valuable. And those other people, they're not of value, not really. They're nothing. Even though they believed and thought all that themselves for more than a week, a day, at any time really. Hello, wow. Hi, how are you? Recovering, recuperating, grieving, enjoying my coffee, I suppose. I like my coffee. I had lots of time on my hands feeling the way I did. I'm moisturizing myself more. I don't know, can you notice my face, my neck, my hands, my hairs, my scalp, my hairline? Normally I didn't do as much because, well, I was busy with my family and everything. And since my cat is dead, I have more time. And since all happened all before, all during, all later, no, since June 5 and 6, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna moisturize my skin more, moisturize my hairs, scalp and hairline more. You know, my cat wouldn't want me anything else, you know. He wouldn't want me to stop living, not very. And I do, I feel enchanted from my cat since dead. I do. It's just normality. And some other people took for granted that and lied that um, they should, can, could, may, must, and need be symptoms and behaviors, mental health, instead of accepted realities. That my cat, I've had dead animals and dead botany and dead pets for babies before happened, and I've always felt like I'm enchanted. That's one of the things I liked about music. It was like, you know, a continuation of being enchanted. And I do, I believe Rudy Noel has been enchanting me. I feel like his aura, his spirit, my cat's spirit, my cat aura and spirit around. He was very attached to me during life, living, alive. And I think that just continued since death. My cat just wants his mummy Avril. My cat just wants one, you know, my cat just wants my cat mummy Avril. And my life living doesn't end there. I've adopted other animals. They're not as close and as affectionate, although honeybees. We have adopted more than a few. And I like this mug as bee. And my new hat I bought yesterday. has some butterflies on. You know, but parenting didn't end with my cat dead and dying earlier. It's continuing, although it's just grieving of it all. It's just taking its toll, and life is just not the same anymore. My life is not the same anymore. I just can't stand those haters. Persecutory, delusional, all about, all to, and all about us. Ugh. We're having coffee together. Cheers. Awesome. Oh, that's nice. Oh, cheers. Living the simple life, you know? I'm not simple, but everything else is, you know? Simple. Not very many luxuries at home. I just like everything basic, you know? Just the basic necessities, nothing elaborate or anything. Whereas, you know, and my cooking is obviously simple. I mean, there's nothing glamorous and or extravagant. Not nowadays, anyways. Uh, since I stopped working more, I've taken up some cooking. some some failures, some successes. Today's stuffed pepper should be a success. And uh, yeah, I'm just, I want to do something around the base. I'm craving pasta. I really am. Although, because I'm a day behind, I really do. I think I'm going to make a cup of rice, put it around the stuffed pepper when served, and just, yeah, make it, you know. I'm going to keep the top of the pepper as the lid. I'm going to keep that. It's going to look cute. I know it's not the right season or anything. I'm just in the mood for it. It's like my celebration of life about my Rudy Noel. It's just something I want to do. And, you know, I might never do it again. I might do it again. I might not. I've got three peppers. I don't know. I don't even know what color I'm going to use. Is it red, orange, or yellow? I don't know. But it's going to be fun for me. And then surfing it and eating it. I might actually even have to put it in a bowl. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've tried. I don't even know if I have to wrap it in tin foil, aluminum foil. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out. And I have some other stuff. Maybe my mom will want some. I can do one stuffed pepper for her or something other than that filling. We'll see. Could do stuffed tomato too. So many ideas. Get nice beef steak tomato, empty it out. I'd use the filling, of course, with some tortilla chips. And yeah, it'll be good. Although I'm the one that's cooking. Oh, that would be good. Have a stuffed pepper at lunchtime. I'll save the bread for later this week. Maybe Thursday I'll have bread and I'll have a nice avocado. Like the other one I had earlier this month. It was really gross and disgusting and awful. I'll get myself a nice ripe avocado. Get my bread and a bagel. Put the avocado on, some everything. Bagel seasoning. Frying pan, extra virgin olive oil. Frying egg. Chicken. Strawberry. For sale. Pot. Serve. Add some medicine, Himalayan salt, and some ground black pepper, with and or without some chili powder. And I eat. That'll be good. I like it. I have so much food to eat this week. I don't have enough time. I love to eat that today, but it's too much food. But too, I might not even eat a potato tonight. I might just have some fettuccine with my pie because there's maybe potato in my pie. And I could have the fettuccine alfredo and maybe a couple pieces of cauliflower because I like fettuccine alfredo sauce. I wonder if I could use this. Cooking can be fun. I haven't done any baking. Oh, I know what I'm going to have with my pie tonight, a Yorkshire pudding. Got a bag of frozen ones. I'll show you the serving. I'll photograph the serving of it since cooked. And yeah, I'm going to have a Yorkshire pudding. I don't have to bake them. They came frozen, and I just have to heat them up in the oven. I suppose under microwave, and it's just going to be like that. I make stuffed peppers with rice and turkey chopped meat. That sounds good. I make peppers without meat, stuffed. The stuffing without meat. Could have added mushrooms. I can continue. I might get mushrooms later this month and take a packet of my filling, stuffing up the freezer, and add some mushrooms chopped. If they're just about that size, I could chop it into four and put a couple or three or four in there. Two, three or four in there. More chili. I might do that. That'd be good. And the last bag of it can have as chili over a bed of rice. A cup of cooked rice. You know, cup butter with and or without extra virgin olive oil. That's how I call a cup of rice. I know it's not no any longer a cup of rice. It's like 2 or 3 cups of rice allegedly. That's how I call my cup of rice. Spaghetti bolognese. Instead of using meat, I use veggie. I'm just gonna try that later. I just was so busy. I remember when first year I got my cat, and I thought that was our forever home. I began cooking, and then, as I mentioned, all that those other people's stalkers, internet trolling ones, all that harassment and stuff. Those other people's stalkers did. All to it, all about us. And then I thought, it was the best, it was the worst. Finally, a forever home. And then we ended up here. And I wanted this to be the forever home. And then stalkers, harassments, bullying, violence, stalkers, stalkers, stalkers. And now I'm just trying to make the best of it. I have my botany and I'm just trying to, eat food. So I'm not eating lots. I mean, once the tortilla chips are done, I'm not going out my way to go and buy tortilla chips or anything. I don't even have French fries. I don't even overeat on potatoes or anything anymore. I'm just trying to eat. I usually, once I stop eating at night, I don't eat before. I usually try to fast for about 12 hours before I eat more and then begin eating. Such as today when I finished this. Just have, I won't have necessarily a coffee, although I wouldn't mind. But in a little while, I'm going to be eating something that I'm not going to mention on YouTube because I don't want another strike and or any of my uh, replay and live stream. I've chat striked and blocked. I don't. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Beauty sip. Big sip. This I like because it gives it some. It's not only the support here I need. It's here. I find my left hand goes back on its own, and it's not like that. It's the wrist itself is kind of loose again, and I'm just. And not any healthcare worker seemed concerned. It's just. I mean, in the hospital. Once I got out, my doctor was like, "Yeah, you can go anywhere else other than Amazon." You know, I said Walmart somewhere, Shoppers, Walmart, and he said, "Yeah, Walmart. I could go." So I got this. This gives me some flexibility. I know it's not the best, although it's not the worst, and I've not been fitted for it properly. It's just it's not extra small petite. It's a small medium, more along the medium. So small. It's not extra small petite. It's small medium. S. It's not X S and or XSP. This is SM. And it does. It helps. Although, except when I'm cooking and washing my hands, I have to most often take it off. And that's why I'm forcing myself, one of the reasons to have this. I was having it at nighttime, but I prefer to have black and or with a sugar-free syrup condiment. This I like in the morning. It's like cereal, honey, and our sugar-free syrup. I could drink it all day. This is good. I really do. I like. I hopefully it doesn't ever curdle, but then it's stovetop boiling. I like it. It's one of the best ways I like to. And am I thirsty? Sometimes I do drink room temperature water, although not always. I have to swallow my biotin. I just swallow my biotin supplement a little while. That's why I'm going to have my tea. Because yesterday was supposed to be the other one, but today it's biotin plus. So I need to drink tea with that. It's like my second last beverage every day almost is a hot tea that's caffeinated, a black tea before I have my last coffee. Just to get that, you know, being a vegetarian mostly and or having some protein, I have to reduce my iron ferritin levels, and that's that and some walk fit. Walking has reduced my iron ferritin levels before in a good way. The internet can be a scary place. All the names I mentioned before, other than Joe S or Joe B, whoever. Sorry, no offense to him. I see Joe B, and all the other ones. But the other ones I mentioned as stalkers by name. Some other people said, "Oh, you should go to a lawyer." I've done that. You should go to police. I've done that. You should get a peace bond. I've tried doing that. Restraining order. Did that. Privacy and safety. All careers, well, all educations, well, all relationships, all educations, all careers, and all hobbies, and all employments, and all unemployments, all names, all and all named, all uh, financial, and all historical, and all geographical, Bellis, and the stalkers can go away, never come back. Ones I mentioned today. Eventually, history doesn't go away. It comes back. Geograph, all that stuff comes back. Documented securities, cameras, surveillance, recordings, tapes, all evidence. I'm not lying. I am not misinforming my audience, my subscribers, my fans, my viewers, and those other people I mentioned, stalkers. It's their mentalities is very scary. Especially Andrew Taylor, all those, and Norman Thompson, Bill Beckett, and all the other ones. It's frightening that nobody gave a care, to kept us privacy and safety. And very scary, all more than those 1909 Gupta GPT. Very, very. And that made my immune system weaken. And then all that stress and alleged anxiety and caring to my gravely ill and getting sicker pussycat, my pussycat dead, euthanized, that my mom and I paid for together, all witnessed. All should can could be must need children told and shown tell as. My immune system weakened and it took a toll on me. And now that I'm eating healthier, I suppose, I made it this old. I'm just gonna keep trying to do it, you know? I love to do those meal preps. I've tried that before and I'm not good at it. Freezer. So I've tried to do the chili kind of stuffed pepper fillings. Yeah, tonight I think with Andrew with it, maybe I don't even have coffee. I might just have fettuccine. I think I might just have some fettuccine. A good, like, not much fettuccine. I'll show you. It comes in a package. I haven't had one of these in a while. I'm just in the mood to try. This is what I'm going to eat today. There's the filling, stuffing, and there's the peppers. So either all of this or some of this. There's the stuff for the orange peppers. Some of this might fill one or two peppers. And when I do that, and this is the fettuccine Alfredo. A quarter of the pouch. Have that with some chicken pie for leftover. I don't like the chicken pie. Cooks in 7 minutes, allegedly. Doesn't that look good? Oil, rice, water, red onion, some black ground pepper, some chili powder, stuff, ink, stuff. That'll be good. Actually, I should go and begin doing that. and Yorkshire pudding. Scrambled eggs and a baked potato are good for meatless Monday. High in protein. Hi, Joby. I'm off to feed horses. Just wanted to say hello. You're gorgeous. Hi, my goose. Your PJs are so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, veggie ground in there too. Veggie ground. So I'm gonna keep that out there for a little while. Lay my condiment away. Go swallow my supplement, biotin, 1 dose of biotin, and tea. And then I'm going to make a stuffed pepper. Beauty sip. Thank you for joining me. I hope you. Thank you for joining me. I hope you liked your coffee too. I hope you enjoyed your coffee too. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Goodbye. Kindness, kind. I was kind. I am kind.